tell us about what you all are doing here at TwitchCon.
So we're here at TwitchCon in the gaming lab up on the second floor showing H1Z1, and really it's a lot more interactive than typical cons for us. We are showcasing H1Z1 in an invitational on Saturday from 10:30 to 12:30. We have 59 of the top streamers of all genres, especially the survival and FPS genres, here competing for $170,000 worth of prize pool.
That's awesome.
So, you know, there's actually one more slot available for a lucky TwitchCon player. So we're having pre-quals all day today, and they can come and do their best to be the last man standing.
That's amazing.
Or woman.
This game has been a phenomenon of sorts, and people have really loved it. The community's really rallied around it, and the survival aspect, I think, is really resonating with people. From a brand standpoint, getting to the people to understand what the game is all about, why it's different, and why it's fun, specifically from a streaming perspective. What has that been like for you? I know you all have supported Twitch from day one, basically, right? So
definitely, we've integrated Twitch in our games. You know, we were the first company to do so with PlanetSide and H1Z1. So it's innate in our gameplay and the community as well. Like, community is highly important for us, and it's something that we found, you know, even a few years back when Twitch was in its infancy, that resonated with our players. They love to be able to play our games with their friends, whether, you know, hand in hand on the battlefield or virtually via watching Twitch. It's something that we have found is important as we move forward into creating new and developing games like H1Z1, outlining key features and attributes of games that will help make streamers you know, have more fun and their audience be more engaged while they're watching, playing our games.
Absolutely. Now, we had some big news from Twitch today, and TwitchCon is a thing now. We're here.
It's amazing.
So tell us a little bit about, you know, how the outreach process works from your all standpoint in terms of what you're looking for out of people who are streaming a game like H1Z1, which, by the way, I've been infected by. You can see my eyes are...
He's a zombie, folks.
I'm a zombie today.
Yeah. It's been part of our process. I mean, when we were developing H1Z1, we saw Twitch as a burgeoning platform and really saw the community galvanizing behind it. So really, we are looking for streamers. You don't have to have 1 million followers like Lyric or Summit, or, you know, we're looking for people of all different genres who really are just engaged with games. They have engaged communities, and they're willing to put their all into playing. It's something, you know, community has always been at the heart of our company, and I think we definitely respect that from streamers. They're all about their players, and they don't want to seem inauthentic or, you know, disrespectful by doing any, you know, unauthentic branding opportunities or whatever. So really, the Invitational is something that came from that pure love of the game, and also us as gamers at our company. Like, there's a ton of streamers at our company, and you know, they just want to make a game that is perfect for streamership.
What do you think it has been about H1Z1 that's made it resonate with people so much so far?
Well, for our streamers, most of them, I believe it's 50% of our player base plays Battle Royale predominantly. So for those of you that don't know, we have a survival game that's open sandbox. You start in the world with basically just your underpants on. And you know, you...
Like real life.
Like real life.
Without the underpants.
Basically your birthday suit.
Yes. But
you forage for berries, you craft, you know, create friends or foes. It's basically, you know, a kill on sight type of thing. We also have Battle Royale. Battle Royale is what we're showcasing in the gaming lab this weekend, and it's a fight to the death, you know, last man standing. Typically, we're having 60 people here fight in 2 rounds on Saturday. So they're all airdropped in, and it's basically, you know, luck of the draw where you land. You have to go and search for resources, backpacks, guns, t-shirts to shred for bandages, and very much like the Hunger Games or, you know, PlayerUnknown's Battle Royale, last man standing.
It's intense.
Yeah, it's fight to the death, and it gets pretty bloody and intense. I mean, I'm picturing.
And the map gets smaller.
The map gets smaller. There's a green mist that kind of starts encroaching on your area. So if you're in the wrong part of the map, a player might not kill you. The mist may well
It'll
do
get
so.
you.
Yeah.
The mist is going to get you.
Yeah.
Now, the prize pool for this specific invitational was derived from fans, correct?
Definitely, yeah. We created an opportunity to partner with our streamers and their fans. We created a crate, in the game, which is something that's innate to H1Z1 in general, but this specific crate was for the H1Z1 Invitational, and we partnered with streamers, put their t-shirts in the game so that they had some connection and additional reason to get their community galvanized around them. With every crate key purchase, we put in 25% of that purchase into the progressive prize pool. We weren't sure how large it would get, and to date it's at 170K, so we have 2 first place winners, and they'll each get around $20,000. To me, that's awesome. A pretty cool prize pool.
That absolutely is. Now, and obviously it's a great strategy, a way of kind of leveraging your community to create engagement and also, deliver something special like this invitational. Talk a little bit about the way that you think about your strategies for influencers in regards to the products. Not just H1Z1, I know at DayBreak you all are developing a lot of different things. How do you measure success with that? Is that something that, are you measuring success in the size of the prize pool, or just the interactions, the views? What determines success in a campaign that involves influencers for you?
There's so many intricacies and criteria when it comes to measuring success, and for us it's not only just the metrics or the KPIs, but it's the engagement with our player base. It's how happy the streamers are with our partnership, and that's really important to us, is driving not only our community but their community. We want to give them all of the resources, whether it's codes for our game or in-game t-shirts, or even the opportunity to win $170,000 or a piece of $170,000. It's all about a partnership, an authentic relationship. We aren't in the business of just paying somebody to play our game. That's not us. That's not DayBreak. We haven't done that, and it's just highly important for us to really have that true relationship. So if you're a streamer and you're really interested in H1Z1 or any of our games, our PR team is really ready and willing to work with you.
Awesome. So H1Z1's obviously having a successful time with this invitational. Is this something we can expect moving forward with that particular game? Is this going to happen more often?
Well, we don't have any announcements today, but you can see that it's part of our DNA, and H1Z1 has a bit of the special sauce that we'd like to push into the future, and we're really excited about community-driven tournaments and H1Z1 Invitationals, and the genesis of and convergence of esports and live streaming. So all of that is part of how we move forward as a company, and especially with H1Z1.
And considering your support of the platform, last question. I know I keep talking to you. Just having fun. But last question. But obviously having been Sony Online Entertainment and then coming now as DayBreak and having the support of Twitch and whatnot, how do you think that the data that you're cultivating now, the interactions that you're cultivating now, the response that you're cultivating now, ultimately shapes game design in the future, knowing that fans might love to have an annual event or a quarterly event, and that this is it? Like, I love, like a game mechanic that's great as a survival horror game is that the green mist encloses, it fits within the game world, and that's great as a core gameplay mechanic. But as far as mechanics of the game being shaped around what people love in these types of interactions, is that things that you all are processing, digesting?
Definitely. We are a community-first company, like I've said a million times. We are on the forums, on Reddit. I mean, Reddit is probably Reddit and Twitter are the primary ways we converse with our players, as well as Twitch. And from the very beginning, the game has evolved dependent on how our player base has reacted to upcoming features or current feature sets, and that's even how we came to the H1Z1 Invitational. Originally H1Z1, the base game, the survival game against zombies and as well as individuals, was the heart of the game. We saw that even the genre itself, the survival genre, has doubled in player concurrency in the past 18 months. So that says a lot, and we do take a look at those trends and even make decisions like going all in with Battle Royale, creating feature sets that are keyed into the player for Battle Royale. But we also want to continue to support our survival players. So it's really recognizing that we do have a bifurcated audience, and how do we create feature sets for both of them, and how do we fine tune them? So it's even the way in which we structure our teams. It's the way that we structure our community relationships with streamers. I mean, you'll see here we have survival hardcore streamers. We also have multi-streamers, streamers from all different genres. So we're definitely trying to cover all our bases, but speak to the core audience as well.
Awesome. And about how many people are playing H1Z1 now?
Lots. We're definitely day over day, month over month, we're in the top 5 on Twitch.
Awesome.
So if you go to twitch.tv/H1Z1 or search for games on the Twitch platform, you'll definitely see a lot of cool and really funny footage. Lots of underpants.
That's awesome. Well, thanks so much for the insight.
No
You know, the
problem.
industry has changed so much since
Definitely.
we first started talking about games years and years ago, and it's just really cool to see all this happening right before our eyes. An honor to be here with you at TwitchCon 2015. So thanks for the update and the insight into H1Z1, and go have some fun.
I will. Thanks, Daniel.
Thanks, take care.
All right, bye.